What is up, guys? My name's Danny D. This is my AU Falcon that I'm building. To give background on who I am, I've been around cars my whole life. I love giving things a go, hence why I love projects. I'm not a panel beater, I'm not a mechanic. I've done my first year mechanics, but it's not what I wanted to do as a career, servicing people's cars and fixing other people's problems with their cars is not what I want to do in life. I love working on cars, building them up, and I love drifting, so hence why I'm making YouTube videos to take everyone on the journey with me. But yeah, this is the AU. Just going kind of basic with the engine bay. Just going back to the factory white, but I'm going to clear it so it's nice and pops. The engine's going to have, engine will be painted black, and the rocker cover, I think I'm going to go like an anodized purple kind of color. I'm actually going again on the budget. I can't afford Garrett, so I'm going for a Pulsar. I've heard good things about him. If anyone has any bad experience with them before I buy it, let me know. But at this point in time, I'm going with the Pulsar G35 990, I think it's called. Because I'm not chasing, massive numbers. Like 450, I'll be happy with. That's plenty of power for drifting. Again, wanted to keep it reliable. The diff in it is a LSD. Don't know what kind of LSD. The old owner had it put in. It seemed to be working. Like when I got this car, it wasn't running. I got it running to assess what was going on with it. The engine had it. Actually, when I took it to the engine builders, we had a look at the engine, and every cylinder except for one cylinder had a cracked piston. And it's already got a J3 chip in it, which I'm hesitant about. I've heard mixed things about it, but mostly bad things, that like the tune, if say you go over a bump or whatever, the chip can fall a little bit and the tune can go out of tune, or sorry, the car can go out of tune. And then that's kind of fine if you have a NA Falcon that you're trying to just give it a bit more power. But in terms of a turbo car, if you're driving down the street and that disconnects and you're running boost, you're going to detonate the engine. And considering that every cylinder has had a crack, I mean, it could be due to over boosting or whatever, but I'd rather not take my chances. If I'm building the engine, going through all this effort, I do not want to be doing this again. So basically with the build, what I'm doing is hoping to get 450. I've seen other videos on YouTube of people with unopened engines pulling figures like 450 kilowatts of the wheels. The whole goal with this build, a reliable AU Falcon that I can drift. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg like a S13 or a Skyline would, or whatever the other drift cars are. I do have a budget with the car. It's already blown out way more when I found rust and stuff, but that's building cars for you. So yeah, I'm also going Fairlane front end. I love the look of it. Sorry. Also, I'm planning to get a JZX100 Chaser body kit for it, probably a BN full body kit, front side skirts and rear bar. And kind of fit that up. I think it looks dope. I've seen Keep It Reet doing it, and it looks sick. Like I wanted to do the Fairlane front end. I didn't know you could put a Chaser front end on it, and then I was doing research, and then you could. I found out that you could, and then funny enough, Keep It Reet made a video, and it looks like it can, go up. So as you can see, I've cleaned up all the like flaky bits of rust. There's some holes that I'm going to have to weld up a bit there. There was a poor repair from the old owner. As you can see, he's tried to fix it. So I've cut this out. I've got the spare part here off the other car. Apologies about the light. It's very dark. It's rainy outside. I need to get this door off to get in there to get to that rust. So yeah, this plan is to just clean everything up. I'm just about to rust treat it and then leave it overnight. Make sure that it actually cures, and then I'm just going to etch prime it for now until I need to weld it up. I've just got some rust treater in a spray bottle. Don't know if that works that well. So better just to paint it all. Just like this. Okay, so I've done all the rust treating. I'm pretty happy with that. Like I was saying before, I'm not like a panel beater. I'm just a guy who loves drifting, and I want to kind of keep the car. Well, my idea is if I pull the car apart like this, you know, because I'm doing new engine. Your engine rebuild, sorry. You know, put all this effort in, I might as well fix all the small things that could be issues in the future. Like you can see, like there's holes that go into the body. You know, then you get water in the car, and it makes it worse. This way, the car at least lasts me longer, and I don't have issues. So I'll also be doing the rear brake lines. I'm putting braided lines, so it's going to have braided on front and rear, just for the normal brakes. Just wanted to upgrade them a bit and a bit sturdier than these old lines. Ford have done it very stupidly. They've pop riveted it in, so you know if you at the tracker or something, and you know what happened to me in the other car, so I don't know if you can see here, they've Ford pop riveted this bracket on which holds the brake lines. It's like that on both sides. I think it's a silly idea, you know, especially to keep them that way if you're drifting at AU, because it could happen. What happened to me is that the tires delaminated and it cut the line, and I had to back up. Didn't have a spare brake line and didn't have a drill to drill out these pop rivets, so that's why I've gone braided, and I'm also putting a threaded nut in here, threaded insert in here, so that you can service it at the track if you need be. Alright, so the brake lines are done. I'll just be doing Two caliper setup. Put it all back together. So that's how we go. Okay, so I've hooked up the dual caliper, as you can see. Sorry about the poor lighting. It's just I'm working in my garage and working what I've got. I didn't video it because I'm in such a crammed spot. I need to clean my garage. There's stuff everywhere. Gearboxes. Got my T56 that I'm putting in it. Got a T5 that I'm selling. But yeah, anyways, so I've got the dual caliper. So this is, I'm just kind of mocking up the hydro lines where there's a T up in there that I'm looking to mount. But first, what I need to do, I need to mount the hydro so I know what length I have, so where it's going to sit. So roughly the hydro is going to sit. Try to work with one hand here, about there or something like that. So yeah, it all works. I actually had this hydro line. I used to have a VY SS, but changed my mind with the car. Didn't really like how an SS drives. So I sold that. I had it, I kept it. So I'm like, maybe I can use it for my next build. And tried it out, and everything works. Fits same thread to the rear calipers. The length's okay. Like we've got, I guess, more than less, but it's better. Sorry, it's better more than less. Length. With the lines, so I'll just tuck them up away from the exhaust. So yeah.